Hi guys, this is FFAN16 and welcome! Wow, some exciting news coming out of the PlayStation 5 event that was earlier this afternoon. OMG, they just shot it out there with a bang. The first thing they showcased was Final Fantasy XVI, and that's what I want to talk with you guys today, because gosh darn does it look pretty. Let's get into a bit of the trailer, the producer, and how and why I'm so excited about this. If you guys have played Final Fantasy XIV before, you're definitely going to notice a lot of the style and the producer of the game. So let's dive into it. Let's get excited for Final Fantasy XVI! Woo! Let's go! Okay, the first place we're going to stop off is the Square Enix Twitter page, and here's our official announcement. The legacy of the crystal has shaped our history for long enough. Final Fantasy XVI. That is quite the catchphrase. The crystal has been shaping Final Fantasy since the very beginning, and it makes you wonder, what exactly are they planning to do with the crystals that hold a great legacy within this series? Introducing Final Fantasy XVI, all new title in the legendary Final Fantasy series, coming to the PlayStation 5. Now, at the end of the PlayStation 5 event, it did say this would be exclusively released for the PS5, but in the small print, it said it would also be coming out for PC. No mention of Xbox, but they're really hyping that this will be available on the PS5. Here is the video. It is about 4 minutes long. I did watch the trailer. It's called Awakening, which is cool. I can't wait to see how that portrays into maybe getting rid of the crystals and taking Final Fantasy in a different direction in the future, or bringing it back to its roots. So many theories, and I can't wait to watch all the videos that are going to hit YouTube on the different theories that are going to come out for this game before it gets released. So I'm going to give a quick expansion here, grab my headset, and we'll give it a watch together, and I'll stop it because this isn't a reaction video. This is more like, I want to share with you guys because there's a lot in here that you wouldn't have normally seen in a mainline Final Fantasy. You would have probably seen it more in a spin-off, but you're going to recognize a lot of the character design because it is the same guy who made Final Fantasy XIV, and he's just, I think he's going to do such a great job with this game because I love Final Fantasy XIV. Okay, I've talked enough. Let's dive into the trailer. Let's get started. Oh yeah, PC emulating the PS5 experience. So this is an emulation of the PS5 experience. Oh, damn graphics. He kind of looks like the Hero of Light from 14. That's why I was kind of confused at first.
Shiva's dominant. And only the dominant.
Core feeling here? No.
How do we even know the girl will be among them?
Our kind do not question orders.
Okay, so she and Shiva. I'm wondering if they have like human hosts, because we see Phoenix later.
Let's summon their icon.
I'm gonna actually listen a little bit, because I never really got to listen when I was working. Ah, Shiva looks sick, Titan looks sick. I love the summons.
Our foe will not relinquish their mother crystal easily.
Oh, look at its
This
puppies!
will be a bitter fight.
You should not be out of doors. We have discussed this. Come,
Wow.
Joshua.
I just,
Your father will be expecting us.
very iconic,
I am
back to
Joshua
roots kind of feel. Oh, those chocobos look sick. This is a bit of like a reaction because I had to watch this like really quick and I was like flabbergasted. Blood. Did you guys notice? Okay, hang on. Okay, seriously, watch the blood. Mainline Final Fantasies really wouldn't show blood as much as the spin-offs. Like Type 0, very bloody game, but it wasn't a mainline, it was a spin-off. But there's blood in this one, like squirting everywhere blood. And it's great. It's about time, Final Fantasy, it's about time. Look at the Marlboro. Oh, you evil bastard.
What does it matter?
Oh, did you notice he had a bit of a warp strike to him? They're definitely bringing a lot of the Final Fantasies together as one. They're bringing the best of everything. Who wants to guess that's Sid? Who wants to guess one of these people were Sid? Oh, moves from Final Fantasy XIV's Lancer. Dragoon it. Okay, we got a Dragoon race. Look at that coral. These monsters are going to be really awesome. I think they're going to be very hard. Look at just the splatter. It seems like a lot of the magic comes from their possession. Joshua has Phoenix in him. A little creepy, but sure.
Second life on a fire. But that's impossible.
Hey, okay, so Ifrit looks really great here, but he must have come out of a different person than Joshua, because Joshua is the Phoenix. This is why I'm thinking, like, people house the summons within them. It's gonna be real action, of course, no more turn-based. A lot of the Final Fantasy XIV feel to it, so I'm wondering if we get an interesting HUD. We don't really see any, like, live gameplay. This is purely a trailer. Hopefully we'll get a live gameplay of this soon. I'll have to check to see how far in development this game is. It looks like they definitely got the story concept down packed. And there's a time gap. You guys notice that? There's a time gap. He aged. Final Fantasy XVI. I want to stop for a minute and take a look at the let's take a look at the new Amano art for the logo. We have the Phoenix, and I'm just trying to figure out if the Phoenix is going after a different astral. The Phoenix is very lovely. And I'm guessing the astral, I'm calling them astrals. I'm not really sure. They're probably summons or crystal entities. I'm calling them astrals for now because I feel like that word might blend into the lore a little bit more with this. But again, these names have not officially come out by Square Enix. I'm just using my previous Final Fantasy lingo here. It's really hard to make out, but that looks like a claw. That's a foot. Oh, you know what? That almost looks like a behemoth. That is a behemoth. So why would a behemoth be going after... Behemoth isn't a summon. So if it's not a behemoth, then maybe it is Ifrit. It's probably Ifrit. It looked like they were making Ifrit look like the bad guy. They had him all in red here. I'm guessing this guy... Where is he? So I'm guessing this guy here summons his inner Ifrit, and it's definitely not Joshua. He's too tall to be Joshua. He definitely looks very ominous and evil. And I'm wondering if the bad guys and the good guys can summon their inner summoning or astral forms. Seems like it's very specific to a kind of person. Joshua looks like a royal. I'm going to guess he's kind of a royalty by the way he gets treated at the beginning here, where he's being told by this lady here he shouldn't come outside. She seems to be of a high royalty herself, maybe the queen, because everybody's bowing at her. Just look at Joshua's face. It's like, Mom, I got this. Don't be raining on my parade. He's gonna run away with these guys. I've got a feeling. Little theory crafting going on here. I'm excited. I love Final Fantasy XIV's graphics. I love Final Fantasy XIV's gameplay. And this is what we're getting here. This is the gentleman who is the mastermind of Final Fantasy XIV in charge of Final Fantasy XVI. So it's the gameplay, the battles. It's so fast paced. This gentleman here is kind of like your older mentor. He looks like he's there to protect Joshua. I don't think he's the dad. He might be the king, but he seems more like that older tank guy that will join your party later. Here's your main protagonist. We'll go back for a couple seconds here. He's your main protagonist. He looks very young here, but as we've seen later on in the trailer, he does age. So there's going to be a time gap, just like we saw in Final Fantasy XV. I just hope they handle it a lot better than they did in Final Fantasy XV, showing the progression of the world probably going down with the crystals. and then having to build it back up. I have no idea. Again, just theory crafting here. So this was the trailer. I'll leave the link to the source below. I'll leave it from the Square Enix YouTube channel for you guys, as well as the Twitter feed. I cannot wait for more detail to come out about this game. There were rumors that we were going to hear something soon. I didn't want to kind of dive into those rumors until we got this juiciness. But here it is, guys. Okay, I'm over on the PlayStation blog, and Final Fantasy XVI Awakening is produced and directed by these two gentlemen, Nokia Yashida and Hiroshi Taki. Sorry if I said those names wrong. They have worked on previous games like Final Fantasy XIV, like I've mentioned in here. Final Fantasy XVI's producer, Yoshida here. So this is directly from him. Did we enjoy the trailer? Yes, we did. Thank you so much, my friend. It was great. The exclusive footage, comprised of both battle and cutscenes running in real time, represents but a fraction of what our team has accomplished since the start of development on this. A fraction. So they're telling us they're a little further in development than what we know, which is great. I can't wait. In the span, the team size has grown a handful in the core members. Our next big information reveal is scheduled for 2021. So we do have a bit of a wait before we hear more information and possibly another trailer. So in the meantime, I expect everyone to have fun speculating. He wants those rumors. He wants those conspiracy theories. He wants us to guess what we think he's making. If you guys would like me to try my hat at formatting a theory as to where I think this game is going through the trailer, maybe coming up with some more tinfoil hat ideas besides what we did tonight, please let me know. I'll definitely do that for you guys if you'd like. Continue to polish and build upon what they have created so far. All provide players an experience unmatched in terms of story and gameplay. They're bringing it all to the table here, guys. Bringing it all to the table. Needless to say, I'll be working hard on both. Oh my goodness, look at Ifrit. He's looking good. When Final Fantasy I was released, I was just another player, a young student with big dreams. Aw, that's awesome. But now he's doing Final Fantasy 16. Look, you could be a gamer, and then one day you could be working for such a high-end company that you love their games, and now you're in charge of one of their major projects. Dream lived here, guys. From the establishment of a new development environment to learn the ins and outs of the PS5, the team and I have taken the countless challenges during the journey to bring the 16th chapter to the Final Fantasy franchise. They have put their heart and soul in the project every day. They can't come up with more, but they promise the wait will be worth it when they can. So here's our main protagonist. It looks like this is his aged gap. He looks very angry. He's very weathered. Do you remember how I showed you him when he was younger in the trailer? He looked a little bit more innocent. He doesn't look like time has weighed on him. His older self definitely does. Oh my goodness, there's a story here. Look at those eyes. There's a story here. There again with the logo. I'm going to chalk that down to being Ifrit and the Phoenix. So there's Joshua. And that's it, guys. Yes, Final Fantasy XIV's main dude is on Final Fantasy XVI. I know we heard something about this earlier on, but this is just 100% confirmed. This guy's got it in the bag and he's running with it. I am happy this is in his hands. He's done such a great job, and I love his work on 14, and I can't wait to get more juicy details in regards to Final Fantasy 16. I'm just more excited we get another mainline Final Fantasy title, and it's really showing it's going to be epic if it just keeps getting better from this trailer. All right, guys, I'd like to hear your opinion on it. What's your thoughts on what we've seen in the PS5 direct or presentation that was today, and from this article from Yoshida himself? I'm excited. I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan, and I cannot wait to bring this to you guys on this channel. The future is looking awesome for Final Fantasy. All right, guys, like, sub, leave that comment, and as always, happy gaming!